Guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited to share with you guys some resources that I have really got a lot of use out of. So these are like the top 5 homeschool books that I have used in my 5 years of homeschooling. I've gotten these books, most of them at the beginning of my homeschool journey, and I still actually read them on like a monthly basis. Some of them I read every day, some of them I read once a week, and others I revisit throughout different seasons of my life. So I want to share with you guys how these have helped me, because I know when I was a new homeschooler, I watched a mom here on YouTube. I don't think she's here anymore. Her name was Laura, and she recommended one of the books that I'm going to share with you guys first. And I'll try to link the Amazon links down below for you to check them out if you want to. You do not need to purchase these to homeschool, but these are just good resources that I think are must-haves for a new homeschool mom or someone that just wants some inspiration teaching their kids and reading to their kids. So I'm going to start with this Read Out Loud handbook. This is one of them that was recommended to me by the lady Laura on YouTube. I can't remember her channel, but she no longer does YouTube videos. This includes all the Read Out Loud books that you would want to read to your kids, whether you homeschool or not. There is books from like elementary, preschool, kindergarten, picture books, chapter books, all the way until high school. And this is such a great reference because there's just lots of information. It's a really thick book. Lots of information about what the summary of the book is about and for the age range and everything. So they do all the work for you. So if you are particular about your books and you want to like read about them before you actually read them to your kids, or you want some more picture books to read to your younger ones, or you want books for your high schoolers and you're just running out of ideas, this is such a good Read Out Loud handbook. This is the revised one. I think I got this probably 5 years when I first started homeschooling. So I've looked at it a lot and got a lot of inspiration, because when I first started homeschooling, I didn't know what the popular books were out there. Now I do know because I'm on Instagram and YouTube, but when I was first starting, I had no clue what the good picture books were or what the good like homeschool books were for my kids. And this was a really, really good starting point. At the beginning though, he does talk about why read out loud to your kids and all the benefits of it. And it was really, really interesting. They've done lots of research on it and they explained it a lot in the beginning of the book. So it was really, really good reading, especially if you're new and you want to know like why is read out loud so important. Believe me, it's really, really important, and there's lots of research done, and he explains everything in this book. So this is great. I'll link it down below for you guys. Another good book that is like a staple in my homeschool, I like reading A Gracious Space by Julie Bogart. She has done the fall edition. This one's the fall. She has also done spring, winter, and summer, and I have to get like the summer and the winter one because those would be good to have. But they're really great daily reflections, and this is what it looks like. They're just like 2 pages long. There's like a theme, and then she has a quote of the day, and then she has a sustaining thought. And most of them are like 2 to 3 pages long. They're very, very short reads. It takes like a minute to read one, a minute or two. And it's just a great way to start your day, especially if you're having a bad day or something, or you just want some like encouragement. I pick this up in the morning time and read it. So I would say I use this a lot since I started homeschooling. I might not do it every day, but I do pick it up throughout the seasons. And I was so excited that this is the fall edition. It looks so fallish, and it makes me feel all the fuzzies about the autumn coming along, even though I live in Florida and it's really not fall. Right now I'm looking outside my window and it's hot, sunny, 95-degree weather. But to me, it's fall. Another book that I searched high and low for just right now that I wanted to share with you guys is Teaching from Rest. I was actually using this book in the summertime and taking notes to just inspire myself. I love reading this every single summer before I start my homeschool. I have lots of tabs. I've highlighted so many pages. The first year I like highlighted in yellow, and then the other years I'll just like circle things that I really like. But I have gotten so much out of this book. I try to just pump myself up before the homeschool year starts. And this is such a good guide to unshakable peace. It's Teaching from Rest. The author is Sarah Mackenzie, and she is talking about how she teaches from rest, or how she tries to teach from rest. And she gives lots of great advice and encouragement. It's a very short read. You could read this within a few days. If you're a fast reader, you could read it within a day. But it's just so good. I want to read it so slowly and highlight things, and then I jot down notes in my planner. it's just so good. There's lots of great information. It is Christian, but I've heard of lots of my friends who are not Christian enjoy this book and they absolutely love it. So this is a book I recommend to any of my friends that are gonna start homeschooling. And then this is the #1 book that I like to give out. You can tell it's been used a lot. Like I've given this out. I should probably buy everybody this book that starts homeschooling, all of my friends. But this is called The Brave Learner. I'm sure you guys heard of it, so I'll do a really quick little clip of it, but if you're a new homeschooler, you might not have. It's by Julie Bogart, and it's just finding the magic in everyday learning, whether it's homeschooling, you know, or learning, virtual school learning, or just if your kids are in school. It's just absolutely magical, like it says. And it's a really good read. I read through this really slow because I wanted to highlight, of course, and get out all of the information that I could. And there's lots of things that I read in here that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing that. Like, yes, like that's a good thing. And then she talked a lot about just a lot of great examples and things to implement in anyone's life, whether you're a homeschool mom or you're a parent taking your kids to school. It's just so insightful. And I like the fact that she talks about like the theme of magic and bringing sparks and fire and magic into your homeschool. And it is very doable. And there's just lots of great ideas in here that I think any parent would like to have. My fourth one that I wanted to share with you guys is Charlotte Mason Companion. This is a used book, guys. I don't know where I got it. Consignment sale or a curriculum sale. And I've had it for a really long time, and I probably have not read every single page of it yet because I go through it so slow. I really try to enjoy this book, and I really appreciate the artwork. And at the end of some of the pages, or at the end of every chapter, they have like these personal reflections that you could write notes in. It's just so much stuff. Like, I feel like it's the Bible of Charlotte Mason. I know there's that whole entire set that you can buy, but I never like felt led to just buy all of those books. This one, Karen is the author. She is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the table of contents talks about stuff from self-education, the atmosphere of the home, tips on narration, vocabulary, picture study, Greek mythology, music appreciation, Shakespeare. And she also talks about living in the city and not in the country and how to enjoy like nature study that way. There's just so much stuff that is in here. I used to talk to my husband about it and he was like, okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys about it. I think one day I want to like do a book club with you guys. If you're ever interested, I was talking to a friend of mine and I've been talking to her forever about it. And I think we just need to do a book club. So if you guys want, that's where my camera's moving. Oh, my rug is moving over here. If you guys think a book club with this would be fun to do, let me know. Like, tell me in the comments down below. It would be really, really fun. So, and then also this one is my homeschool mom's Bible. I know it's so cheesy. Look, it's like a fluorescent pink. It's so 90s, but I love it with a little daisy. The 90s, like rad colors are coming back, all the fluorescent stuff. So I think it's cool. But I really liked hot pink back then. Everything was pink. My cell phone was pink. So this was like something you can tell I bought a long time ago. If I would have bought a Bible now, I would have probably got like a nice like camel brown color, like a very organic one. But this just reminds me of like, you know, how I used to like hot pink. But this homeschool Bible is really, really great. I've shared it in my homeschool basket years ago. But it just has like these devotionals in here for each day, and it gives you a scripture and it gives you a prayer, and it gives you like a mom's perspective on some like issues or things that she's dealing with, whether it's sad or happy. Just it really, you know, makes it personal when you read the Bible. And then you can read a devotional from a homeschool mom. I think it's a really good concept. I thought as a new homeschool mom, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, a homeschool Bible. Like, I have to get a homeschool Bible. You don't have to get this, but if you were like me and you like to read out of the Bible and you're a homeschool mom, it kind of is cool to, you know, hear from other moms and things that help them through their homeschool journey. A lot of the moms that are writing in here, they've homeschooled already and their kids are probably in college. So it's nice to hear from like a seasoned homeschool mom and hear their struggles. And you just want to hear like, okay, you don't have to be perfect. And it's just encouraging also to read the word as well. So that is my top homeschool books. I gave you 5, but I had that bonus in there with the Julie Bogart one, where she has the seasonal ones, which I think are really awesome to read. I hope you guys enjoyed the stack of books that I shared with you guys. Like I say, you don't need all these books to have a good homeschool. I just want to give you guys some resources that really helped me out in my homeschool journey. And like I said, still to this date, I read a lot of these over and over and over again, like just to prepare myself for the homeschool year, or just to give me some like encouragement, because you read the books and then you forget about them, and then sometimes when you reread books like 3 or 4 times, you find some new information that you were not thinking about at that moment in time when you're first homeschooling your kids. Your kids have gotten older, you're in a different season, so I feel like you get like different like revelations throughout when you're reading the book like the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you guys subscribe now and join my family here at Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about our homeschool curriculum and letting you guys know how it's working for us, giving you guys some homeschool updates and all of that fun stuff. So if you want to see videos like that, I will have those for you guys soon. See you guys later. Bye.